this is the data. Basically, formatting means like when you come to this font table, now, there are options like either you want to make it bold, italic, underline, or you need to make the changes in the border or in the type of like font that has been used. So you make the changes in that, or else you need to fill it by any color, or you need to change the font color. So this is basically formatting. Now you need either you need to change it with on a basis of formatting, then that is called conditional formatting. Basically, whenever you are formatting the numbers, so there are options for the numbers as well. Like when you go to the conditional formatting, the first thing, there are basic two to three rules you can say. The first one is for numbers, you have what? Numerical conditions. Numerical conditions mean greater than this, smaller than this, top five, top three, these kind of things. Okay. Now for alphabets or alphanumeric, basically whenever the alphabet is included in any kind of number, so it becomes alphabetical, either alphanumeric or alphabet, whatever is, you can say the text. Okay. So for text type of data, there is alphabetical. Alphabetical conditions means in alphabetical conditions, it will begin with A, or it ends up with N, or you can say that it contains XYZ, whatever it is. Okay, so these kind of things. And after that, basically, it provides you a correlated like formula conditions. Formula conditions means what? Like when you need apply some formula in formula as a condition. So at this moment, what basically happens that you don't say that this particular should be included. You use either COUNTIF, you use either SUMIF, whatever it is. So you use basic a number of formulas for this condition. Okay, for example, let's come to this particular scenario, and then we need to apply the conditional formatting. So here we are getting many types of data. So from the highlighting, you can highlight it with greater than, less than, between, equal to. These are numerical functions. This is text function, the text that contains A, B, C, D, or whatever it is. The date occurring, it means you can, from here you can provide the date functions, and here from here you can apply for the duplicate values, so it will get highlighted. Now let's say I need to highlight less than 10,000. So here I have selected less than, and here I have selected 10,000, and now here there are by default different formats, but I can what? I can go to the customs, and then I can explore as many functions as do I have. So basically here you can check, like you can select that either you need single underline or double underline, or what should be the color. What should be the color of the text? It should be italic, bold, or bold italic. And what should be the border? Like you can choose the border as well, or else you can choose the filling, like what would be the filling of that particular cell. Let's say you have selected everything, and then you pressed OK. Look, this is the custom formatting I just did, and pressed OK. So this is a condition I provided. Okay, and there is one more thing, that every condition is like a paint. What does it means basically? So every condition is like a paint means that, let's say it's a wall. Okay, so on this particular wall, when we were trying to get a data validation, right, in the same particular area, whenever we tried doing the data validation, so every time we need to change the data validation, right? Because at one time on one area we can apply only one data validation. Remember? Yeah, every time we go to data, and here whenever we open this data validation, so it means every time like we have only one type of validation we can put it there. And then if I need to put some other validation, so I need to erase the first one. Correct? So this was the scenario. But in conditional formatting, it's nothing like that. The conditional formatting is very simple, like it's just like a painting. First you have painted something, again you can provide any conditional formatting again from here. Like this is the conditional formatting. So this is basically data bars. Data bars do what? Data bars provide the color data, like they will be taking the largest value as the complete cell value, and depending upon that they will be providing this data bars according to the, in the same ratio. Like look, 38,500. So 38,500 is the largest value. Okay, so this 38,500 has been decided at the 100% value of your cell. Okay, depending upon this, within this ratio only, all the values depending upon this ratio, like 8,000 is how much less than 38,500, so only this much has been provided in data bars. Okay, you can see 17,000, 9,000, 7,500. Like what basically it does, so it provides the data bar on the basis of what? First, they will select the highest value as 100%. Let's say if I'll change this 38,500 to 80,000. Okay. Now look, everything has changed now, because the ratio, the difference between these two is very high. And let's say we close it at 20,000. Sorry, no, yeah, 20,000. So we already have a value of 21,500, correct? So when you'll apply it as 20,000, then they have taken the largest value, 21,500, as the complete cell value, and that is why, according to it, look, 20,000 had a lesser value, then 17,000 has much lesser value, and then after that there is 9,000, then there is 8,000, and then there is 7,500, right? So accordingly, this particular data bars are being implemented. So it is just like a painting, like a wall you have painted white. After that, if you paint red, so you'll be able to visualize the red. If the red is not visualizing well, so if you have implemented some other paint, green, let's say on the part of the wall you have painted green, so in half of the part the green will be visible, in half of the part the red would be visible. So it's just like a painting, like how much you paint, it doesn't matter how many conditions you are implementing, the latest one would be visible. Okay, the latest one would be visible only if it will be contradicting the other one. Okay, so basically it happens now. Let's say there is some dark color you have already implemented on your wall, and after that you have implemented a light color. So the dark color gives you the effect, right? Similarly, here also it is happening that we have implemented the highlighting, and the highlighting is already available. But after that, when we implemented this other condition of data table, so data bar, here you can see that the data bar is completely highlighting, completely hiding it. Here they are partially hiding that earlier conditional formatting. So this is how it works. Okay, now coming to this top or bottom rule. So basically here you can select top 3, top 5, bottom 3, bottom 5, bottom 10%, whatever it is, you can just click on it. Okay, and then you can change the values. Like you need to select what? So you need to select bottom 3. Look, when I put it bottom 3 earlier, the bottom 3 were highlighted with red, right? Fill with red, and the font color was green. Now what we did, we just changed the condition, we just changed the formatting. So whenever it contradicts the formatting, so that formatting will not show. Okay, so rather than this, when we have put a 2 only, so you can see that bottom 2 are only changed, and the third one, that is 9,000, it doesn't change because this condition is not implemented on that. Okay, so this is how this conditional formatting works. There are many options. The main option is that when you need to highlight this, let's say right now we were highlighting the numerical digit, and we have selected the numerical data only. Right now I need to highlight names. Okay, I need to highlight names on the basis of the post. Let's say I need to highlight the names of all the executives. Then what I need to do? Then in that condition, you will go to the condition formatting. You will go to new rule. Okay, so you press the new rule. Here there is an option of use a formula to determine which cell to format. So here you need to apply a formula. So that is why whenever I was telling you a formula, I always said that a formula can be used anywhere. Like the same formula we have used in data validation also. In data validation also, we have learned to use the formula, correct, in the custom section. Here also in the conditional formatting also, we do have an option to use formulas. So this is how basically we use formula. Let's say I need to use what? I need to highlight the names of the post executive. So is equal to if, or you can say that here is equal to this cell F4, okay, equal to this one. Means whenever you will be comparing this post should be equal to executive. I have changed the formatting to fill and red. So you can see now that I have provided a condition that always executive, this particular cell, whenever they are comparing it, it should be executive. So if it is executive, then the version should be highlighted as red. So as per the executive, from whatever department they belong to, it doesn't matter. Let's say I need to highlight the employee code on the basis of executive from finance department, or you can say that manager from finance department, whatever condition you wish to. So let's say keep a condition constant, that is you need to highlight the employee code of the manager from finance department. So what will be the condition you will be applying here? Now I need to implement the condition on employee code on the basis of other data, right? So for that purpose, we need to implement a formula. Okay, we'll go to a formula. Now here I am asking that which formula I need to implement if I need to highlight the manager from finance. So basically we have also studied and or, if you remember. Basically along with if you have studied and, what was the logic of using and? First condition is your department should be equal to finance, and the second condition is your post should be equal to manager. Correct? These are the two conditions you need to implement. Format, you selected any color, you have selected and implemented. Okay. So now you have implemented two things. First one is your department is equal to finance and your post is equal to manager. Now you need to highlight the employee codes of marketing or accounts. Marketing department and accounts department. You need to highlight the employee code of both the marketing departments and account departments. Then for that, what condition you will be implementing? Again, you'll be implementing the formula. So basically I've implemented that either this particular department would be marketing or the department would be accounts, and then I implemented so this is highlighting the employee codes of accounts and marketing. Okay, so basically this is the way you used to follow the condition formatting. Rather than this condition formatting, now what happens? Now basically, let's say if you need to highlight the complete row, because right now we were highlighting only one area, only one cell, right? Now I need to highlight the complete row. So I'll select the complete row, and now we'll go to the conditional formatting. Okay, so we can go to the new rule. We will use a formula. So what we'll use a formula? So we can highlight a complete row with what? So let's say it's a marketing and the post is GM. So what we'll do is equal to this department is equal to marketing, and this post is equal to, so I have used these two because both of them need to be implemented. Now here I have changed the font color. So basically I need to change the font color to blue, you can say. Okay, and I have made it bold and italic. Pressed OK, and from here when I press OK, so you can see that the complete row has changed the color, right? So this is what basically happened. First, you need to select the area in which conditional formatting need to be done. For example, right now I wanted the condition formatting to be done in the whole row. So that is why I selected the whole area. Before that, I only wanted to apply the condition formatting into a cell. So that is why I selected only cells. Separately, okay. So now this is how you need to implement the conditional formatting, and the latest conditional formatting, like the latest rule, whatever you have implemented will be reflecting as it, I told you, is always work as a paint, right? So first, it doesn't matter that earlier what condition you have implemented. If there is any condition that is contradicting the earlier ones, so it will be reflecting the format that presents the latest condition. Understood? This is how condition formatting works. Now what you can do, you can just select the area, go to the condition formatting. Now there are many rules you have already implemented, right? So for that purpose, what you'll do, you'll go to manage rules. You can see the list of rules you have implemented in particularly this area. So what you can do, you can you can also implement the stop using these rules, or what you can do, you can just delete these rules, whatever the rules you wish to delete. So you can delete these rules, like I'll be deleting these rules because I don't need them anymore, and then we'll be implementing it. So all the formatting will be deleted. So this is how conditional formatting works. There are many more ways of using this conditional formatting. You can do what? You can just go through one by one, and you can use all these 5 types of conditional format. Depending upon that, the most important thing is going to the new rule, and within this new rule, you found a number of things that needs to be done. Okay, these are the same thing, like these are for highlighting on the basis of values. These are for the cell that contains any format, like the cell value is between some numbers, or you can say that the cell value that contains some date occurring, or blank, or a specific text that it is. So basically, let's say we selected a specific text, and here we put exe. So whatever the number is, if it includes exe, then it will be automatically the color of the font will change to brown. Selected this, I have implemented OK and pressed OK. So you can see that all the executives having the word exe, and that is why all the executives font have been changed, right? So similarly, what you can do, you can just go to the rules and you can implement it. So creating custom rules is nothing but this one, what we did this, like selecting this area, coming to this, and this is what new rule. So this is the customized rule using formulas and all. Okay, so this is the customized rule we just did. After that, viewing and managing rules. So viewing and managing rules means we just came to this area, we have gone through manage rules. From here we have deleted rules, right? Or we can make the changes in the rules as well. So from the edit rule we can make changes. Okay, and after that there is what clearing custom rules. So we all have already done that. From here you can clear the rules. So on clear the rules, you have an option from either you can go to the manage rules, and from there you can delete, or else you can go to this one and you can delete these rules. So we have two options: clear rules from the selected cells. If you select this, so the rules, the conditional formatting rules will be cleared from this selected cells only. And if you will say that clear rules from the entire sheet, so basically it might be possible now that on this sheet there must be a number of data, and on different data you must have implemented different conditions, right? So if you will select this conditional rule, a clear rule from entire sheet, so each and every conditional formatting which will be implemented on this sheet will be cleared. Okay, please remember one thing, that conditional formatting is most commonly used functions. Like it is even more used in comparison to VLOOKUP and logical functions also. So this is basically used even more than that in your practical life whenever you'll be working as an employee. So it will be helping you in such a way so that you'll be using it on a daily basis, because most of the condition for that data validation, or for highlighting, or for analyzing the data, you use this conditional formatting most of the time.